With the Tokyo Mobility Show just a few days away, could Subaru's hinting at two new STI models really go from prototype to production car, and what can we expect from these two models if they make it all the way to dealer lots? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video, going over some speculation, some teasers, and some hypothesizing what we might see in the next couple of days. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it. Again, guys, we're only a few days away from the Tokyo Mobility Show for 2025. Subaru has outlined their exhibit, their booth on the website, talking about what vehicles they're going to showcase, what they're going to bring, what their concepts are for this show, the two teasers of the highly anticipated STI performance models, as well as some adventure-oriented vehicles and models as well. Now, we're going to get into it, reading an overview of what they're going to have at the exhibit, at the booth, what vehicles they're going to talk about, and then we're going to get into the speculation about these STI models, what these prototypes could be, and what they could turn into as far as actual production models showing up at dealer lots in the next coming years. Fingers crossed. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Subaru's concepts for this and their outline for their exhibit, starting off, the exhibition concept is driving the Subaru difference. Guided by our philosophy of human-centered manufacturing, Subaru has long been committed to continuously refining our technologies and products to deliver enjoyment and peace of mind, always staying close to our customers' lives. To continue being a quote-unquote different brand, which Subaru, I think, has gone very far away from. They're very mainstream and not different as they were for many, many years. Different brand for our customers, Subaru will further build on the foundation of enjoyment and peace of mind to elevate two experimental worlds: the performance scene, which expresses the enjoyment of driving, and the adventure scene, which conveys the exhilaration of embarking on an adventure. Through these two worlds, we aim to deepen the bonds and emotional connection with our customers. The booth at this year's Japan Mobility Show will feature the area showcasing the performance scene for the world premiere of two STI concept models, and the area showcasing the adventure scene with a highly distinctive wilderness model, highlighting the unique appeal of the Subaru brand. So it goes on to talk about the scheduling of the booth, when things will happen, when the president will come on and talk about in there. Looking at the actual overview, we've got the performance and the adventure scene. And the performance scene, we've got the performance E-STI concept and the performance B-STI concept. In the adventure scene, we've got the Trail Seeker prototype, we've got the Wilderness prototype for the Forester new generation, and the new 2026 body style Outback Wilderness prototype. And they will have the 1983 Subaru GL Family Huckster on display as well. So outlining the performance E-STI concept, as described on the Subaru website with the teaser picture, a battery electric vehicle concept model that represents the future of the performance scene. Spearheading Subaru's next generation, combines thrilling aesthetics, proportions with outstanding aerodynamics and practicality, with a design that evokes the brand's heritage while providing a friendly or driver-friendly layout and a comfortable, spacious interior. By incorporating various innovative technologies, this concept model offers intuitive, exhilarating driving experiences. Moving down to the performance B-STI concept, we have a footnote of a concept model representing Subaru's performance scene with an internal combustion engine base. The design achieves a balance of advanced performance and power of practicality. By flexibly incorporating the assets Subaru has honed over many years, including the horizontally opposed engine and symmetrical all-wheel drive, this model expands the range of options that deliver the Subaru difference, offering more customers the chance to enjoy the driving experience. Below that, into the adventure scene, we've got the Trail Seeker prototype, the Japan premiere of the all-new Trail Seeker, second model in Subaru's global battery electric vehicle platform, which brilliantly combines the precision driving control unique to BEVs with the practicality of a crossover utility vehicle, ideal for both everyday outings and extraordinary adventures. The Trail Seeker is a perfect partner for those seeking new active lifestyles. Next, we got the new body style Forester Wilderness prototype. Based on the Forester, this model includes, or Features specifically designed front and rear bumpers, expanded wheel arches, cladding, exterior LED fog lamps. The Wilderness prototype builds on Subaru's value as a traditional SUV by adding new elements, including a tough, rugged design, enhanced off-road capability, and functionality that give the model a distinctive character. We know what the Wilderness is all about. We know about the interior package, the gold cladding on the outside or gold trim. We know about the extra cladding for off-roading, a slightly higher ride height, off-road tires, front and back bumpers that are, pulled in more for approach and departure angles. Just really applied to the new Forester body style. So nothing really groundbreaking or crazy there. Then they got the Outback Wilderness prototype. Not sure why it's a prototype. The 2026 production models will be here within the next month. Already coming to a couple of dealer lots. We already have ours ordered. We ordered a 26 Outback XT Touring. So hopefully by the end of November, beginning of December, we'll have that car to look at on the channel. But again, based on the Outback Wilderness prototype, inherits the Outback's design concepts, accompanying customers' diverse lifestyles, harmony of nature, blah, 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 blah. It's the new body style Outback with the Wilderness stuff that we have come to know, the cladding, ride height, tires, off-road capability, the gold accents, star text, I think is what they call the interior, etc., just on the new body style. Then we got the old family Huckster we've seen for several years now since it was out. It was at SEMA last year, if I remember right. And, it's just going to be there in the booth. So we've gone over the outline of everything we've got here for the show, what we can expect from the show. I believe the show is October 31st to November 9th. So it will be right around the time that we're headed out to Vegas for SEMA and Apex. But we'll be checking in on that and seeing what comes out of the show. So now looking through the list there, I'm sure most of you really don't care about the adventure segment for this show. You don't really care about the Wilderness, Outback, or Forester. We know what to expect there. Nor do you really care about that EV Trail Seeker or the old family Huckster we've seen for several years now. Majority of you probably clicked on the E-STI, B-STI part of it and speculation on that. So we know from the teaser and the little bit of a synopsis they gave us on both of those and the pictures that have come out in shadow that we're looking at some very performance-oriented models. Again, we all know STI is the performance variant of Subaru, the highest level with the old WRX STI. The shadowed pictures of these cars look like we might see a hatchback STI return in the B-STI model. The E-STI model looks like it might be an adaptation of a concept we saw just a couple of years ago at the Japan Mobility Show from Subaru. I can't remember if it was 23 or 24, maybe a little bit later than that. I know they brought an all-electric coupe at one point, a flying car, and they brought, if I recall correctly, the STI Performance ERA, which was an electric racing car. It looked like something you'd see in like GT3 class race car with the big wing and splitter and low slung and very compact all-electric car. This looks like the E-STI might be an adaptation of that, more of a road car version of it, where it's not as over the top, as flashy, as much of a race car, more of something like maybe a newer version of the SVX, a coupe tourer sport car that's all electric with STI branding. Looking at the picture, even with turning up the shadows and stuff of these shadowy pictures, it looks very prototypey. It doesn't look anything like a future production car for Subaru, so don't expect it to look anything like this. I wouldn't expect it to look like this. I would expect it to be lots and lots of changes before it comes to market, if it ever does come to market, because again, these are prototypes. These may never see the light of day as far as a production vehicle that will go on and be at dealer lots for purchase. This is just something that is part of these shows where they bring these conceptualized vehicles out that never see the light of day 9 times out of 10. Looking at the B-STI, as I said, it's going to be internal combustion engine ICE based, but I would assume that B in the B-STI means battery, so we're looking probably at some kind of hybridized version of an STI hatchback. The last line saying that this would be more appealing to a wider audience for performance driving would make me believe, especially being a hybrid, that there will be no manual transmission. It will either be a full automatic, conventional automatic, a dual clutch transmission, something along those lines where you're going to be driving with 2 pedals instead of 3. I really don't think they will have any kind of way to do a 6-speed manual hybrid in this thing. And like I said, with that last line being a more larger audience of people to be able to enjoy the performance of it, it's going to be an automatic of some form or fashion. So will we see a hopped up STI version of the FA24 matched with a hybrid battery electric motor drivetrain, or will it be a smaller displacement engine that's turbocharged with the hybrid to make up the difference? Hard to say. Again, it's all speculatory. We won't know until the show, which, as I said, I think is October 31st to November the 6th or 9th, somewhere in there. It's very, very close, only a few days away. So we'll have these answers very soon. We're just speculating at this point. Now, could we see this actually go into production? Probably on the B-STI, more so than the E-STI. Again, people wanted a hatchback for many, many years after the discontinuation of it. That's a whole muddled up thing with the WRX and STI. People love the STI and the GD chassis, and then when they went to the GR chassis, a lot of people did not like the look of the hatch or not having a sedan option. People wanted the sedan back. I believe 13 and 14 is when the sedan came back in the GR chassis before we went to the VA chassis, and we didn't have any hatch option at all in the VA chassis. And it's like Subaru doesn't quite know which way to go. Give them a sedan and a hatch, then take it away and give them only a hatch. Then they want a sedan too. We'll give them a sedan, but then we'll take it away completely with the hatch and only have a sedan. Like, just give us both options and try to figure out where you need to be as far as production and demand for the hatch versus the sedan, because there's a lot of people, especially now, SUVs are huge, hatches are huge. People want that extra room over a sedan. Modern sedans are not selling that well. That's why the Legacy was discontinued, and probably the Impreza sedan, if I remember right, is discontinued or on the way to be discontinued for the 5-door and the hatches. I mean, look at Subaru. It's an SUV company. We got the Crosstrek, we've got the Outback, we've got the Ascent, we got the Forester. Hatches and SUVs and crossovers where it's at. People need more room or want more room to carry more stuff around and to get stuff into and out of their vehicle easier than a traditional sedan with a trunk. It's just the way it is. So that shadowy figure of the B-STI, I assume, is that hatchback with the high mounted wing. Likely going to see a turbocharged application boxer engine, either a 2.4 or a smaller with that hybrid assist with the battery and electric motor. The E-STI could be a single motor, dual motor, quad motor setup, EV, full EV. It's just too much in the air right now, but it's probably going to be some kind of morphation of that ERA STI prototype from a couple years ago, just made more streamlined, more mainstream, and more of a production model than a prototype, but probably will still be quite far from a production model. So guys, there you have it. There is our speculatory rundown of the Japan Mobility Show for Subaru's exhibition for their booth, what they're going to be showing off, and what we might see in just a couple of days. Leave your thoughts and feelings below. Tell me what you think we will see from the E-STI and B-STI models down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future Subaru and tool content. I'll see you guys in the next one.